to move through your day. So yoga, your yoga class today, you've arrived, you're here, welcome. We're going to talk today, and I've been meditating and thinking a lot about internal peace and how that sense of the peace that I have, how it affects how I respond and interact throughout the course of my day, or how I might react depending on what my true inner peace is and what my true nature is of that peace. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of inquiry and short meditation about just kind of playing with that idea of peace, okay? So let's get started forward in our chair and get grounded into this space. Feet connected to the earth, and just allow the energy from the earth to come up the feet into the body. Let the sitting bones be rooted and grounded in the seat. And from that place, just find some length in your spine. Open up gently through the heart. And you can do that by placing the hands on the thighs, pressing the hands into thighs to grow your spine just a little bit taller, and then slide the heels of the hands back. And that will help to open up the chest. And I invite you to open up the chest just to be receptive to see who and how and what's going on with you today as we move through this breath work and centering and little meditation. So let's start by getting present. So just kind of shaking off all the before stuff, even if you need to shake, that's okay. But I want you to look around your room, and in your mind, name 3 things that you can see right here in your space. And we're working on just getting into this present moment. And then 3 things that you can hear. It might be the sound of my voice, maybe an air conditioner running, doggy feet pittering about, whatever you hear. And it's okay if you don't find 3. And then 3 things that you can feel. And that can include the feet connected to the earth, the buttocks on the chair, the temperature of the air on the skin. And then 3 cleansing breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the open mouth. Making an audible sound. Noticing it feels natural to invite the eyes to close. Present moment, being grounded into this space. Taking a moment then to connect to your physical body through body sensing, a body scan. Wherever you want to start in your body, just flowing through the inner landscape of your body to notice if there are areas of tightness or tension that you may be chronically holding on to. Not judging, just being present with what fully is in the physical body. Inviting any sensations of discomfort into the body rather than pushing it away. Just acknowledge it as part of your practice today, not judging it, just being present with, again, who and how you are in this present moment. And then connecting to the breathing body as you invite that breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Sensing first your normal, natural breath. Taking that snapshot, that assessment to see where are you breathing from mostly? Upper chest, middle, or lower? Using that as some information for yourself that that upper chest breathing is still in that sympathetic nervous system, that fight, flight, freeze. And with that information, using that to help you to invite a deeper, slower breath in. And if it helps to count, breathing in for a count of 4 and pausing at the top of that breath. Breathing out for a count of 6, 7, or 8. Letting the belly be soft, the side ribs expand, and that chest remain broadened. 3-part breath. And thinking about the idea of peace. Not lip service, but how I live and act from a place of peace. Or how I live or act from a place of not being or tapping into your peace. As I interact with the people and world around me, am I doing that? Am I reacting or taking that moment's pause, that quarter breath to respond, rather than the autopilot react? I ask you the inquiry of how do you feel when you are truly grounded? Have you ever thought about that when you're grounded? How do I feel when I'm grounded? And if you're not able to answer that question today, then I invite you to pay attention to that throughout the course of the week when you find yourselves in places of being grounded. Which leads to the next inquiry, where are you when you are grounded? Meditation, out in nature, walking among the trees or the sea, being with family. And if that's difficult for you, asking yourself, what are some of the barriers or obstacles that you may have to climb over in order to get to that place of feeling grounded? And just to offer some insight into that, answer the phrase or complete the phrase, I am a person who. I am a person who. But now, take a full breath in, breath out through the nose or the mouth, and answer, complete the phrase, I am. I am. Do you notice a difference between what emotional sensations or physical sensations come up when you're asked to complete or have an expectation of I am a person who versus simply I am? And is it possible to sit and be present with simply I am? Not needing or looking for more. Just being in that simple presence of I am. And there's a wonderful chant that helps to come to a place of peace when you may not feel there or have barriers. First getting grounded, rooted, breathing, using that breath that is a taproot into your soul and coming to just that simple I am. I am that 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 I am. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. I am that I am. 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 Bring your hands to your heart. Set an intention for class today, either for yourself, for someone else, or simply for that gift of I am, finding that simple presence, that place of peace, not having to get anywhere in particular or be a person who, just I am. Full breath in, full breath out. Lower the hands and lift the head. And just start to get some movement in the body. Start to rotate that torso, feet connected, still grounded, still rooted. Sitting bones rooted, feet rooted, while the head continues to maybe circle around the body. I always go back to those whirling dervishes whose feet are connected and grounded while the whole body is spinning, moving, but they still are grounded, still are rooted, or they fall over. And then come to that place of quiet stillness. Take the head and look over the right shoulder. Just turn, and maybe the eyes are closed, maybe they're open so you can turn and see what you can see. And then gently bring the head back to center, looking the other direction. Finding that taproot, that breath, just moving the head back and forth. Not hurrying through our practice today. Staying connected, grounded, and rooted. And then when the head comes back to center, lower the chin towards the chest and sweep that right ear over the right shoulder as you lower the left hand down. And imagine they're holding a heavy weight with those fingertips. Stretch those fingertips to the earth. Take a nice breath in as you lengthen between earlobe and shoulder, shoulder all the way down to fingertips, and then a gentle swing of that right arm, that left arm. Couple breaths here. And sweep that arm back to center, lower the head towards the chest, and take that left ear in line with left shoulder. Reach right fingertips down. Find gravity to allow that stretch from earlobe to shoulder, shoulder to fingertips. Full breath in. And start to swing that right arm back and forth. And that hand comes back to the thigh, chin back to chest, lift the head up. Roll the shoulders forward, up, way back and down. Just an exaggerated shoulder roll. Forward, up, back, and slide those shoulder blades down. Feel the back body. Feel the shoulder blades moving about the back ribs. Feel the energy and the muscles it takes to pull those shoulder blades together as those elbows press back. And a couple more. Up, back, down and around. Last one. Up, back, down. And those arms out to the side. Rotate from the top of the shoulder joint. Fingertips are curled. Opening up the shoulders and continuing to feel that sensation a little bit in the back body. And fingertips onto the shoulder, start to grease up the shoulder joints, lifting the elbows up, back, down, and around again. Taking those elbows up as high as your body wants them to go today. One more full breath in. And out. Press that right arm up toward heaven, push down toward earth. Spine is long and straight. Just press and reach. Grow the spine. Find length in the spine, that first positioning of the spine. Exhale, hands to the shoulders, and then press the left palm up toward the ceiling, right palm down toward the floor. Find that diagonal stretch from fingertip to fingertip across the fascia. And then one more time each way. Exhale, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, inhale, and lengthen. Bring both arms up overhead, gaze between the hands. Again, lengthen the spine, belly towards the spine. Fingers active and engaged, press palms down, reach the arms down by your side. Two more big sun breaths. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, finding length. And palms face down, exhale, lower the arms down. Last one, we'll keep those arms up, breathe in. And lower your left palm down toward the earth. Hold on to the chair or not, crescent over towards that side. Doing this a million times, but make it like it's the first time you've ever done it. Root down through the right, spread that space in the waistline, and then turn the torso toward the earth. Get that stretch across the back, right ribs. Woo. Turn back towards center, reach the arms up overhead, find that length again, and then find that lateral stretch on the other side. You've never been here before. Imagine that. And then turn the torso, because today's a new day. Your body's a new body today. Turn the torso toward the earth. Find that stretch across the back ribs. And then turn back towards center, palms together over your head and hands down by your heart. And take a moment to just notice. Palms facing up, elbows locked into the side body. Roll the shoulder blades on the back. And slowly test this out, serve to the side. Good. Oh, feel the shoulder blades, crisscross the hands and serve again. What are you serving? What are you serving up? Cookies, piece of cookies? And open again. How's that feel in those shoulders? And one more time, crisscross and serve. Good. And then lower the arms down. Shake it out. And can you grab your strap? You have your strap by your side? Oh, that thing got left over on the side shelf, didn't it? Like mine last week was left in the basket. And a block in front of you. This is going to start with a little calf stretch. So lasso the bottom of your foot on the top part of your foot and press the heel of the foot into the block. That's a really good way to stretch the calf. And holding onto the strap, just give a gentle pull of the ball of the foot, lift and spread your toes, and press your whole leg bone down. So you're trying to like smash a grape behind your knee into an imaginary floor behind your knee. All right, release that, point the toe, maybe even see if you can't get the toes to connect to the block. Stretch across the top of the foot. Full breath in, and as you exhale, bring those toes back toward the nose. Press the thigh bone down, squish that grape underneath your back of your knee. Big stretch across the back of the calf. Achilles, may even feel a little stretch in the hamstring. Good. All right, let's switch feet. So heel on the floor, on the block, toes towards the nose, press the heel down, toes come towards you, so a little pull with the strap and press your thigh bone down. Feel that stretch. Give it some time. Remember, if I quiz you and ask you, how many seconds does it take for your body to recognize a stretch? 20 to 30 seconds, right? So release that. Reach the toes down toward the earth. Get that stretch across the top of the foot. Child's pose feet, right? And ankle. And then come on back. Toes towards the nose, thigh bone pressing down. That thigh bone pressing down is kind of a little magic trick, I think, because once you do that, you'll really get that intense stretch across the back of your leg. All right, and let's release that for a moment and come back to the upper body for a bit. We haven't done our twisting yet. So in spine, you probably noticed we always do 8 different movements. We do lengthening, and we do lateral stretch, we do axial rotation, and we do flexion and extension, right? So we're ready to do a little bit of twisting here. So hold on to that beach ball. I really like this one. Draw the belly in to cushion the spine. And then keep your head between your fingertips as you gently twist towards the left and right, stopping in the middle. And go at your own pace. Go at your own depth, all right? Don't force anything, but use your core muscles. Lead with your core, not your arms. Your arms are just going along for the ride. All right, a couple more each way. Do you remember that little, I don't know if you remember that little show Zoom, where they used to put their index fingers together, and if you stare at it long enough, you'll see a double nailed finger floating in the middle. One of those little weird optical illusion things. All right, lower the hands down. Bring the feet a little wider distance apart and come forward in your chair. Place your right hand on your left knee and your left hand on the same leg. We're going to just reach that right arm up overhead. This is called a rainbow twist. So reach the arm up overhead, make a rainbow arc over towards the right side. Follow your hand if you can, and then lower the hand back down behind you over to that right side. Follow your eye gaze, follow the rainbow, and let that pot of gold come back onto your left knee. So with your own breath, inhale as you reach the arm up overhead, and exhale, twist back, dip your hand into the pot of gold behind you. Inhale, reach that arm up overhead, and exhale, hand comes back to that knee. One more time this way. Breathing in, reaching and lengthening, twisting gently towards that right side. And inhale and exhale. Good. And come back to center. Let's go the other way. So now my left hand's on my right knee, right hand stays on my right thigh. Inhale, follow that rainbow, reach it up. And exhale, back down and around. Kind of our back down and around is our little mantra today. Back down and around. And coming back with your own pace. Breathing in, making that rainbow. Breathing out, finishing it, dipping the fingers in that pot of gold. Inhale. I haven't seen a rainbow in a long time. And 2 more. Have you ever been to Hawaii and you see why it's called the Rainbow State? Oh my gosh, every turn there's a rainbow. I think because they just have so many waterfalls. Inhale and exhale. Then inhale and come back to center. Shake those arms out. And now we're going to do a lot with blocks, okay? So this is going to be a sun salutation with the dance of the blocks. I wish there was a little Tchaikovsky going right now. Okay, so we're going to start by placing the blocks on the kind of the outside edge of our left foot. All right, and sit on the edge of your chair. Extend your right foot forward. And we're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So this is a weird sun salutation. It's going to be a flowy movement, but hopefully one that will be fun and feel good in your body. So hands down by your side. Inhale, first find length in your spine. Inhale. Exhale, hands come on the thighs, lengthen the spine and hinge forward. Belly button toward the thighs, head and neck in alignment. Press those shoulder blades gently toward each other. We're going to lift and lower 2 more times with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. A lot of hinging in this too, so be mindful and pace yourself. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. We're going to pause and stay here. Press the foot in the back of the thigh down, toes towards the nose. Get a nice stretch in the back of that leg. Good. Press back up and walk the feet back to seated mountain. That left foot's going to lift up onto that stack of 2 blocks next to you. If that's too much, take 1 block away. We're going to do lizard pose here. Lengthen your spine up again. Bring your left hand inside your left leg. Hinge forward. You can hold on to the ankle, or if you can reach down for that foot or the block. This is going to bring the left shoulder in the direction of the left knee. You may need more space, so, you know, widen up your space a little bit, but you should feel a nice stretch in that left outer hip. If it works for you and you want to open up just a little bit more, just rock on the pinky toe side of that left foot, opening that knee out to the side. You're going to feel a stretch on the inner thigh as well. Just a couple more here. If this is too much on your back, then just hinge forward, holding both hands onto the thighs. All right, one more. Okay, lift back up, push your blocks towards center, lift them up. We're going to place one on the right side as we extend our left leg over to the left side, scooching over to the left side just a bit for gate pose. Inhale, find length. Exhale, crescent. So take that left hand to the left knee, crescent over that left thigh. Hold here for a bit. Good. Reach both arms up overhead. Find length. Come to a T. Stay here or lower your right hand down to the chair or the block that you've set on that side. And lift your left arm up overhead. You can reach it straight up, fingertips on the shoulders, arm up overhead, or maybe that upper arm stretches that side body and comes up in line with the ear. This is a humongous stretch on that that left side of your body. One more breath here. And then use your strength of your side muscles to lift back up to a T. And grab your block from that right side and place it on top of your center block. So you made a little T in between. We're going to stretch the inner thigh now. So fingertips on the block, lengthen. If you need the block stacked up into an L, go ahead. Hinge forward. So you've got an L, a T, or a fat I. You decide. So now you should feel a nice stretch. So press both sitting bones down so you really accentuate that stretch in that outer, that inner left thigh. One more breath here. Good. Bring your hands onto your thighs, lift back up slightly, but before you do, put one block on the inside edge of your right foot for figure 4 pose. Gonna walk that leg in whatever manner necessary. Lift that left leg up, externally rotate it, and place the pinky toe side on the blocks. You might want to scoot your hiney more toward the center of the chair. First breath in, lengthens the spine. As you exhale, you use your muscle energy to press that left leg toward the earth. Keep the foot flexed. And then next time we'll press both hands into the thighs, find length, hinge from your hip crease. Get that huge stretch in that left outer thigh. Any pain in the knee, give yourself more space. Keep the foot flexed. Take a breath. We're going to do one more. So lift up and exhale, hinge forward again. Nice little dance of the blocks, huh? Lift back up and come back to grabbing your blocks and place them on the outside of your right foot. We'll start this series on the other side. Okay? All right. Left leg extends. Heel on the floor, toes towards the nose. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, get length, draw that belly, cushion the spine. Exhale, hands on the thighs or even the back of the chair to hinge forward. Shoulder blades are gently drawn toward each other, hearts lifted, belly button toward the thigh. Toes toward the nose. Keep pressing the thigh bone down, heel into the earth. Inhale, lift up. One more time, exhale, hinge forward. Good. Nice stretch in that back of the hamstring. This is getting the whole hip complex. Good. Lift back up. Bend that left knee. Bring the right foot onto that pile of blocks. Right arm comes on the inside edge of your right leg. Lengthen, find length first. Hinge from the hip. Hand can rest on the thigh to help support the spine, or if it can reach for the foot or the blocks. That right shoulder's coming in the direction of the right knee. It doesn't mean it has to be there. It's just in that general direction. What happens if you press your leg into your shoulder and your shoulder into your leg? Do you feel some energy building up in that inner thigh, outer hip? Some of you may like to come on the pinky toe side of your foot and rock that in and out just a bit. Accentuate that stretch in the inner thigh. Good. Two more. And good. All right, let's hinge back up. One block in the center, one block on the outer left leg, left side of the chair. And extend your right leg out to the right side as you scoot your hiney over toward that right side a little bit. All right, first reach and lengthen. And lower your right hand down to your right thigh. Hinge over, crescent over, get that lateral stretch. Again, you've never been here before either. Novelty, something new. Reach both arms up overhead. Come to a T. Decide if you're going to lower your left hand to the chair or the block. And right arm fingertips on shoulder, reaches up overhead, or stretch and lengthen a little bit more. Get that stretch all the way from hip to fingertips. What's your breath doing? Can you keep it calm, even, smooth? Good. And then lengthen back up. Bring your block with you. Bring both blocks to the center, either an L, a T, or an I. And then hinge forward. Keep pushing the feet into the earth, the sitting bones into the earth. Long, long spine. Hinge forward. Get that nice stretch in that inner thigh. So you know where you're looking for the stretch, so can you tilt your pelvis in such a way that accentuates that stretch for you? Getting a big bang for your buck here. Another breath. And now you might ask, how is this functional? And it's functional because our pelvis muscles need to be strengthened and lengthened evenly. Lift back up. And if we don't do that, we're going to find asymmetries and imbalances that can cause us chronic pain. So this gets all of everything in that region. All right, block comes to the inside edge of the left foot. Flex the right foot, externally rotate it. Give yourself as much space as you need. Center your butt back in the chair. Hands on the thighs to lengthen, and then hinge from the hip crease. Belly button comes right in the middle of that space. Press the feet into their spaces as you lengthen the spine. Lift back up, breathe in, and exhale, hinge forward. Good. Then we'll lift back up again. Remove the block off to the side for now. Everything out of the way. And we're going to sit stand, okay? So you know the routine. You can sit stand with your feet behind your knees, with your legs nice and wide, or your legs in different places, all right? One forward, one back. So I'm going to start with feet behind the knees, hands on the thighs, hinge forward, press the feet into the legs and lengthen. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet, send the sitting bones back. And I'm going to show you something I learned the other day from a woman who teaches Parkinson's. She says they lengthen and they reach forward. And I'm like, are you sure they don't keep landing on their head? She said, nope. So I said, well, I'll give that a try. Reach forward and lift up. I don't know if you like that one or not. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet. So, there's so many ways to skin a cat, right? Feet can go wide. Arms can go out to the side, depending on how much leverage you want. Good. And we're just going to do 3 or 4 more. You keep doing them while I push the video back. Good. It's getting easier for you, I hope. All right. I'm going to bring a chair to my right side, okay? The mat is lengthwise. The chair's at the end. All 4 legs are on the mat. And when y'all get here, just a little bend in the knees, swing the arms. Connect with your breath. All right, get ready to alternate them. Opposite arm swing. Good, let the shoulders be loose. The arms feel heavy in the sockets. A little bend in the knees. And then crisscross the arms. Big, flowy, out to the side. Good. Oh, I just hit my chair. Be careful with that. Good. Now we're going to turn this into empty coat sleeves. So take your feet nice and wide. And then just start to rock through empty coat sleeves. So these arms should feel really loose in their sockets. Try not to hit yourself, hit the chair. Good. Maybe ring the temple bell to balance the meridians. If you remember, I think it was Hope, was an acupuncturist. She told us about the meridians of this Tai Chi move, balancing the meridians, creating some equanimity. So I'm tapping right below a collarbone and right above a kidney. A couple more. And then slow that down, just energize the body a bit. All right, you've got the chair somewhere close by. So we're gonna just do some heel lifts, strengthen the feet. So come to your mountain pose. Press the feet into the earth, and as you push the feet into the earth, use that to lengthen your spine. Lift the heart, just like we did in our seated mountain. And then as you're ready, reach the arms forward and as high as you wanna go, and lower back down. And then should you choose to lift the heels with this, lift the heels, reach the arms, set your foundation, set your core, set your drishti. Those 3 components I always rag on you about to keep your balance. A couple more, breathe in and out. Jean, watch those feet. Hopefully you got your shoes on. If your feet are hurting, inhale and exhale. Hands to the heart. I'm going to turn sideways. You stay forward. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet. Send the sitting bone down. Come to chair. We're going to do some dynamic chair work. All right. So stay here for another breath. Isometrically draw your legs toward each other to get the core to engage. Inhale, stretch the arms out to the side. Full breath in. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet. Sink into chair. Isometrically squeeze that block between your thighs. One more breath. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, shift into your chair, arms pressing forward. Lengthen that tailbone, avoid arching the lower back. 2 more breaths, let go of the stories. And then press the feet into the earth, straighten the arms, palms together, lower the hands to the heart. All right, face your chair. We're gonna do a sun salutation using the back of the chair and then flip it around and use the seat of the chair if you choose, okay? So we've been at this a long time. If you know your lower back doesn't like to go that low, then you keep the back of the chair, but I wanna offer downward dog with the seat of the chair, a little deeper lunge, a closed twist, just some different things, okay? So I'm gonna take off my piece. Ugh, strangle myself. Thing for a minute. And get some energy going here. All right, come to mountain pose. Inhale the arms overhead and exhale forward fold. Hands on the back of the chair, torso an L over the chair, crown of the head lowers toward the seat of the chair. Bend the knees as much as you need to keep the spine long. Don't compromise the back. And then press the hands into the chair, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, use your core strength to lift halfway up. Exhale, hinge forward. And then hands on the thighs or hands on the hips or hands on the back of the chair, whatever you need. Press the feet into the earth, come to standing. Inhale the arms overhead, palms together and down to the heart. And we're gonna add on to that with a lunge. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Left foot under chair, step right foot back into lunge. Inhale, the right arm reaches overhead. Exhale, crescent to the left. Inhale, fingertips back toward the sky. Exhale, lower the right arm down. Step the back foot forward, big breath in here. You're ready to step the left foot back into lunge. Keep that thigh bone lifted. As you inhale, reach left arm up overhead. Crescent toward the right. Feel that stretch in that hip flexor. Inhale, fingertips back toward the earth. Exhale, lower the hand. Breathe in, step the back foot forward. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, start to walk the feet back into L pose. Arms as wide in the chair as possible, head between the upper arms. Knees are bent to keep the spine long. Pedal the feet, send one hip out to the side, just a bit more than the other. Find your breath, keep the core strong. Good. Lower the heels, straighten the knees as much as is allowed in your hamstrings today. And then slowly walk the feet back to center. Inhale the arms overhead, palms together, and hands down to the heart. Your choice now if you want to turn the chair around. All right, we're just going to walk through a couple things to see how it feels. All right, so with your shins up against the back seat of the chair, hinge forward, hands come onto the seat of the chair. With the left foot under the chair and the knee, the shin bone connected to the side of the chair, the front side of the chair, I'm going to step my right foot back. That protects the knee from going beyond the ankle. Holding on to the chair here, okay? See how that feels. Now we're going to try something here. I'm going to see if you can shift your weight a little bit to the right and sweep the left arm, up, sorry, that's not right. Shift your weight a little to the right and sweep your left arm back behind you for a closed twist. So your belly's pressing into your thigh and your left arm is back behind you. Palm is up, thumb is down. Ugh. Oh my Lord. Palm faces out, thumb is up. And then sweep that hand back to the chair and step the back foot forward. Hands on the thighs, the back of the chair or the hips to get up to whatever way you need to. Reach the arms overhead, palms together, hands down to the heart. Let's do the other side. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway up with that right knee pressing into the back of the chair, the front seat of the chair, whatever you call this part of the chair. And step the left foot back. All right, taking that right hand. So shift your weight a little bit to the left and then sweep that right arm behind you. Palm faces away from you toward the center of the room. Thumb is up. Eye gaze looks in the direction of your arm pointing back behind you. Feel a big stretch in that whole outer hip of that right leg. Come back to center and step the back foot forward. Now we're going to step both feet back into downward dog instead of L pose. If you're using the back of the chair, come back to your L pose. If you're using the seat of the chair, bend the knees a lot. Bring the head in the direction of the upper arms. Arms are nice and wide and just get some length. So press your sitting bones back and away from you. So it's like you're stretching your whole back body. Knees stay bent. The intention of this pose is the length of the spine, not the hamstrings. And then slowly walk the feet back. Hands can go wherever they need to go to give you support to get up. Maybe on the thighs to press up. Reach the arms overhead, palms together, down to the heart. Okay. All right. Let us turn the chair with the back of the chair facing you. All right, face the back of the chair. I need the height. So you're going to use a wall or something that's a little bit higher. We're going to work the back glutes, okay? So it's kind of like just pressing the leg back. So since I don't want you to arch your back, I don't want you to lean back into this. Hinge forward a quarter fold and step the right toes back behind you. Flex the foot, hips, toes, and knees are all facing down. Then you're just going to press and lift and lower that leg just a bit. Now, if that's too much on the standing leg, you can just kind of tap the foot forward and back. So we're going to do at least 15 of these or so. And I want you to bring your attention to your gluteus maximus, your larger gluteus muscle. 2 more. Good. And release that. Shake it out. Felt that one, huh? I sure did. We don't use these muscles enough. That's why we get so much chronic pain. All right, hinge forward a quarter fold, step your left toes back, flex the foot, and press. Press, good. You should not be feeling this in your lower back. If you are, hinge forward a little bit more or go with the tapping method. Stay connected with some breath. Don't hold your breath or grit your teeth. And if you can be lighter on your hands and really use the strength of your core to help hold you up, you'll get a double bang for your buck. 2 more. And release. Shake it out. Now we're just going to go into a modified warrior 3. We're going to put all this together. So lengthen, hinge forward a little more than a quarter fold. Maybe it's a quarter fold. Step your right foot back behind you. Draw that belly in and up. And if you choose, you're going to lift that back leg up. No, not real high. Don't even have to go as high as your hip. And then maybe you want to reach your left arm forward. Warrior 3. I think one of the most challenging poses in yoga for me. And then lower that down. Shake it out. Quarter fold. Send your left toes back. Draw the energy up that leg. Lift that leg as high as is comfortable for you. Keep hinging forward. And then if you choose, release the right arm, fingertips out in front of you. One more breath. And release. Shake that out. Make some big circles with your hips, your torso, your knees, your ankles, your feet. Another direction. All right. Okay. We are going to just do one more balance challenge. Okay. So I've done a lot with these standing legs, keeping them strong. So let's just do a tree pose. You've got the chair on your right side, I'm guessing, or in front of you, whatever works best. Shift your weight over to that right side, come up on the ball of that left toe, turn the knees out to the side. Draw that belly in and up, get your foundation set, get your drishti set, and then bring your foot to wherever you choose. Can stay on the earth, come to the ankle or the calf. One or both hands to the heart. One or both arms reach toward the sky. Find your breath. Let go of the stories. And then lower the arm, lower the foot, shake it out. You can either turn around or move your chair, whatever you choose. Good. Shift your weight to the left. Come on the ball of the right toe, turn the leg out to the side. Get settled here with your foundation, your core, your drishti. And then lift the foot should you choose. And do what you want with the arms. Maybe even reach them back behind you for something different. Lifting the heart. Being open to peace. Or being open to where you are in that peace process. Being honest with yourself. And release that. Shake it out. All righty. Good job. Come on to your backs now and have your strap nearby, okay? Good. Come to your constructive rest. And just start to windshield wiper your legs slowly back and forth. Windshield wiper them slowly back and forth. Invite a release of the lower back. Notice the hips. We've worked our hips a lot today. All right, and then we're going to drop our knees to the left and let our palms come together on the left side. We're gonna do what's called archer, and it's kind of a very slow movement. So I've got my right hand on top of my left hand. My knees are in the direction of the left. I'm gonna slowly slide my right hand over top of my forearm, my upper arm, across the chest, until finally my shoulder blades reach toward the floor. They might not land there all the way, but go in that direction, and then open the right arm out to the right side. And then we're gonna start that over again. So bring the right hand on top of the left hand. Full breath in here, and as you exhale, slide your right hand across your left arm, across your chest, open up to the right side. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, nice and slow. Your last one, your own breath. As you get to that opening, just pause here for a moment. Let the shoulder blades release, not compromising the spine. One more breath. And then slowly lift your right leg, followed by your left leg. And realign your spine by bringing those knees in towards your chest. Gently rock them or row the legs. Whatever helps your pelvis to release back evenly down toward the earth. And then feet back on the floor, arms out to the side, rock the knees side to side. And then we're going to take the knees over towards the right. You need to put them on a pillow or a cushion or blocks, feel free to do that. Bring left palm on top of right palm. And then as you're ready, slide your hand down your arm across the chest and open that left arm out to the left side, shoulder height, shoulder blades reaching toward the earth. And then with your own breath, inhale as the palms come together. Exhale as you pull that bow all the way out. One more. It's your own rhythm, your own pace. This is a super grounding thing to do. So if you're finding that you're not able to enter that I am, that simple place of presence, doing this for a little while may help you come to that place. All right, lift the top leg followed by the bottom leg. Rock the knees side to side. Give yourself a little hug. And then soles of the feet together, knees apart, knees supported by blocks if you need them for Baddha Konasana. Hands on the belly. Find your breath. And press the feet into the earth. Allow the knees to lift slightly. Press, 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 press the feet. Inhale as the belly rises, and exhale, allow the knees to release toward the earth. Pause for a couple breaths. And then we'll try that again. So press the feet in toward each other. Allow the knees to lift just a bit. Press, 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 press. Full breath in, and as you exhale, release the pressure on the feet. Allow the legs to release down toward the earth. One more. Press, press, press. The knees lift. Belly presses into the hands as well with that big inhale. And as you exhale, the hands sink into the belly, the legs sink into the earth. Good. One more breath here. Invite your hands to the sides of your legs to lift the legs back up towards the sky. And then just do a little opposite arm leg movement, reaching the fingertips and the heel of the foot toward the sky. Opposite arm leg movement, lifting, lengthening. And again, you've never been here before today. So what does it feel like to really lengthen that leg up, reach those fingertips towards the toes? Taking your time, not rushing through anything. Just noting all the little messages your body's giving you. If you're looking for something different, reach the arm up overhead and lift the leg up toward the sky. And then if you want, you can extend your leg long and reach your arm long over your head. So you're one long body. Good. And then knees bend, feet down on the floor. Feet as close to the buttocks as possible. Fingertips may graze the heels for bridge pose. Elbows bend, palms are facing each other across the torso. All right, what are the steps? First, the chin is parallel. So if you have a big pillow, remove it. As long as your head's not looking up toward the sky, it should be nice and level. Backs of the arms press into the earth, meaning the shoulder blades snuggle under the body. You're pressing into the heels of the feet, meaning your toes can wiggle and twinkle. And then you lengthen your tailbone, meaning you press your lower back down into the earth and then lift those hips and torso. So you're pressing the backs of the arms and the heels of the feet into the earth, lengthening your tailbone, lifting the hips and torso. And then can you identify a stretch across the top of your thighs, an opening in your heart, a softening around your sitting bones as you press the shins forward to energize the hamstrings. What the heck? And then slowly lower that back down. Again, backs of the arms, feet, lift. Press those shins forward. Soften the glutes. And lower. Play with your arms in whatever way satisfies you. Maybe the arms reach forward, maybe overhead. Fingernails graze the earth. Maybe you want to just lift and lower with each and every breath. One more. Your choice. Yogi's choice. Good. And then lower back down. Bring those knees into the chest. Hands on top of the knees. And row your legs. And can you do this again with a beginner's mind? You've never done this ever before. What do you notice different? When you lock your toes together or do you leave them separated? Do you like rowing one way more than the other? Does it feel better or more natural? Next time your elbows are straight and your legs are pushed away from you, hold on to those legs, let your arms do all the work of holding your legs and let your spine release down toward the earth. Feet are floppy, not holding on to anything. A little passive lumbar release. And slowly lower the feet down to the earth. Slide the legs down the short end of the mat and a nice full body stretch. Open and close the hands, make some circles with the ankles. Big stretch, maybe even a yawn. Oh, stretch. Let all that blood seep into the tissues of your body. And then lower the arms down and find your Shavasana. I'm just going to do a little passive, progressive relaxation for you. So once you get situated, part of coming to a place of peace is being able to help your body to relax. Yoga Nidra is wonderful for that. Restorative yoga is wonderful for that. Sometimes the body needs to calm and find peace before the mind can, of course. And then we can begin to train the mind to need less of what the body does. And eventually the mind can do the job a little more easily. But I want you to, if you wouldn't mind, scrunch up your face. Scrunch up your face. Close your eyes tight. Pucker up your lips. Squeeze your teeth together. And just feel your whole scalp getting just energized, right? And then let that go. Let that go. Take a breath in. And then use that last exhalation just to smooth all those muscles in your face and head out. Even the scalp can soften and relax over the skull. Soften, release, let go. Create some space between the eyebrows so that the furrow can soften and the wrinkles in the forehead can release. Put some space between your teeth so your jaw can relax. And your tongue can feel plump in your mouth, and you can feel the moisture on the sides of your cheeks. The whole face just changes and softens and relaxes. And then invite that wave of relaxation to move down the neck and across the tops of the shoulders. If it helps you to scrunch them up or to tighten them first so that you can enjoy that release and notice the difference, please do so. But if it feels like work, then don't. Just add another layer of releasing and softening. The tips of the shoulder blades, all the shoulders, all the way to the end of the shoulder. Moving down the arms to the elbows. Threading its way to the forearms and the hands and all the way out the fingers, so the fingers are soft. Taking your attention to the back body, the upper back. Across those shoulder blades, you know what it feels like to draw them together, to release them apart. What does it feel like just to let them simply be in their space? To soften around the edges and the curves of those shoulder blades. And release that muscle in between that beautiful triangular and even diamond-shaped space between those shoulder blades. Moving down to the middle of the back. And those deep, wonderful muscles in the lower back. Letting them let go of the work that they do, that they soften. even so much that now the buttocks get soft as they release into the earth. The whole weight of the pelvis feeling heavy, just letting go the thigh bones, the knees, the shins, ankles and feet. That whole wave down the back body, from the head to the toe. And letting go of all the tension in the front of the body, from the scalp to the jaw, the chest, belly. All the way across the pelvis and the legs to the toes. I received in the mail this week a most beautiful gift. It was a handmade quilt sewn with so much love and kindness, thanking me for my contribution for what I do for people with Parkinson's disease. And of course, I don't think I do much. I don't do enough, all the stories we tell ourselves, but to her, whatever I did was enough. Her husband passed away. He had Parkinson's. He passed away this summer, and it was a terrible blow because he was light in every room. He was life, he was love, he was light, hope, and joy. And I tell you this only because she included in this a memory card with the quilt that was at his funeral. And I'm a strong believer that we're sent messages when we need them the most. And this is the message that came to me through her and through him. Make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. And I'm sure you know the rest of this. You could recite it or sing it, but these first few lines are just a lot to unpack. Make me an instrument of your peace. Where there's hatred, despair, darkness, sadness, let me sow the love, offer hope, bring light and joy. We can be that instrument of peace, bringing it first to ourselves and then outwardly to others. When you feel ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Begin to awaken to this space, the sacred space you created. Moving bigger muscles of your body, knees into the chest, rocking side to side. Pausing on your side for just one more idea of I am. That's enough. I am. Sat Nam. Press the hands into the earth. Come to a seat that's comfortable for you. Bringing the hands to the heart space, finger to finger, palm to palm. I am. You are enough. Bow your head to honor your own practice and blink your eyes open and greet each other with namaste. Namaste.